Within the very core of your being, a beautiful and intricate pattern is constantly at play. This pattern is woven through your DNA, the sacred library that holds the blueprint of who you are. Imagine this library containing 64 chapters, which we call the gene keys. These chapters are not isolated. They are grouped together in mystical families called codon rings. A codon ring is simply a chemical family of gene keys that share a common theme and purpose. They are like constellations of stars in the vast inner sky of your biology, each telling a part of the grand story of life itself. These rings are the secret architects of your physical and spiritual reality, shaping your experiences from the inside out. There are 22 of these sacred codon rings, and each one is directly linked to a specific amino acid, one of the fundamental building blocks of life. Think of amino acids as the essential ingredients that create the proteins forming your body. The codon rings, therefore, are the master chefs that decide how these ingredients are used. They infuse the physical substance of your being with a higher spiritual purpose. This beautiful synthesis of biology and consciousness reveals a profound truth. You are not just a physical body. You are a living testament to the universe's intelligence, a being where spirit and matter dance in perfect harmony, guided by these ancient coded rings. But the magic of the codon rings extends far beyond your individual self. They are also powerful energetic connectors that link us to one another in mysterious and meaningful ways. Have you ever felt an instant, unexplainable connection to someone? It might be that you share a resonant frequency through one of these codon rings. They create invisible threads that bind us into pairs, families, groups, and even entire communities. These are not just random social connections. They are deep, archetypal bonds that form the very fabric of our collective human tapestry. We are drawn together by these inner chemistries, creating a world built on hidden symmetries and shared destinies. This understanding opens up a new way of seeing humanity. We are not a collection of separate individuals, but a vast, interconnected network of consciousness. The codon rings are the underlying field that makes this network possible, operating silently within our cells. They orchestrate the great dance of human relationships, influencing who we love, who we challenge, and who we walk beside on our journey. By beginning to contemplate these inner structures, we start to appreciate the profound order and beauty governing our lives. We learn that every encounter and every relationship holds a piece of a much larger puzzle, a puzzle that we are all a part of. Among the 22 codon rings, there is one that speaks directly to the heart of our collective human experience. It is called the Codon Ring of Humanity. This ring is particularly special because it encapsulates the entire evolutionary story of our species, from our deepest struggles to our highest potential for awakening. It is the story of you, of me, and of every person who has ever lived. The amino acid that corresponds to this powerful ring is arginine, a substance that plays a vital role in our physical well-being, including our heart health and circulation. This is no coincidence. Arginine physically supports the flow of life through our bodies, just as its codon ring guides the spiritual flow of humanity's journey. The Ring of Humanity is composed of 6 specific gene keys, each representing a crucial chapter in our collective story. These 6 keys are the 10th, 17th, 21st, 25th, 38th, and 51st gene keys. Together, they form a complete narrative arc. They describe the path from the primal struggle for survival to the ultimate realization of our divine nature. Each gene key within this ring holds a specific challenge and a corresponding gift. As we move through life, we encounter the themes of these 6 keys over and over again. They are the core lessons that humanity is here to learn, the developmental stages that our consciousness must pass through on its way to wholeness. This ring tells us that our individual lives are inseparable from the greater story of all people. Your personal struggles and triumphs are a reflection of the collective human drama. The challenges you face are not yours alone. They are archetypal tests that have been faced by countless others before you. The Ring of Humanity shows us that we are all walking the same path, just at different stages. When you begin to contemplate these 6 gene keys, you start to see your own life in a new light. You understand that your journey has a mythic quality to it, and that by healing yourself, you are contributing to the healing of the entire world. The amino acid arginine, therefore, becomes a symbol of our shared lifeblood. It is the chemical messenger of unity, reminding us that at the biological level, we are deeply connected. The flow of love, the courage to face our fears, and the strength to persevere are all mirrored in the functions of this essential amino acid. The Codon Ring of Humanity is our inheritance and our destiny. It is the sacred code that, once unlocked, reveals the true purpose of being human: to awaken together, to support one another, and to realize the boundless love that flows through us all, connecting us as one single beautiful organism. The 6 gene keys of the Codon Ring of Humanity each illuminate a vital aspect of our path. The journey begins with the 38th gene key, the key of struggle. This represents our primal fight for purpose and meaning in a world that often feels chaotic. It's the warrior energy inside us that refuses to give up. As we learn to embrace our struggles without becoming their victim, we awaken the gift of perseverance. Then comes the 51st gene key, the key of agitation, which brings shocks and challenges that jolt us out of our comfort zones. These sudden awakenings are designed to initiate us into a new level of awareness, revealing the gift of initiative as we learn to navigate life's storms with courage. Next in this sacred sequence is the 21st gene key of control. This is the deep human need to manage our lives and our environment, which often leads to tension and conflict. As we learn to let go and trust the natural flow of life, we discover the sublime gift of authority, where we lead from a place of wisdom rather than force. This leads us to the 17th gene key of opinion, representing the labyrinth of the human mind and its endless judgments. By seeing through our own fixed beliefs, we unlock the gift of farsightedness, an ability to see the big picture and the underlying patterns that connect everything. This is the journey from a closed mind to an open and all-seeing heart. The path then softens as we arrive at the 10th gene key, the key of self-obsession. This deals with our fundamental sense of identity and the ways we can get lost in our own narratives. The journey through this key is about finding ease and authenticity in our own skin, which blossoms into the beautiful gift of naturalness. It is the simple joy of being yourself without pretense. Finally, the entire journey culminates in the 25th gene key, the key of constriction. This is the core wound of humanity, the feeling of separation and suffering. The healing of this wound reveals the highest gift of all universal love. It is the realization that we are all connected in a single field of consciousness. This progression, from struggle to love, is the archetypal hero's journey that every human being is on. It is a story of awakening from the shadow of suffering into the light of our true nature. These 6 keys are not just concepts, they are living energies within your DNA. They show us that every challenge we face holds a hidden gift, waiting to be unlocked. Trusting this process is the key. By embracing the struggles, weathering the shocks, and learning to let go of control, we allow ourselves to be guided toward our highest destiny. A life lived in a state of ease, authenticity, and unconditional love for all beings. The profound message of the Codon Ring of Humanity is that our individual awakening is intrinsically linked to the awakening of all. The journey through these 6 gene keys is not a solitary one. It is a path of discovering our true selves in and through our relationships with others. The trust we learn to cultivate, the love we learn to embody, and the authenticity we find within ourselves become the very threads that strengthen the human family. Each time one person moves from the shadow of a gene key to its gift, they create a ripple of light that touches the entire collective field. Your healing is my healing, and my healing is yours. These powerful bonds, forged through the shared chemistry of our codon rings, are what shape our collective future. As more and more people begin to contemplate these inner truths, the frequency of our planet begins to shift. The old paradigm of separation and fear, represented by the shadows of these gene keys, begins to dissolve. In its place, a new reality based on connection, courage, and universal love starts to emerge. This is not a distant dream. It is a biological and spiritual potential that lies dormant within our DNA, waiting for us to activate it. The Ring of Humanity is the key to this activation. By understanding that we are all part of this grand unfolding story, we can begin to see each other with new eyes. We can see the struggle in another as our own struggle, their courage as our own courage, and their love as a reflection of the love that connects us all. This is the essence of compassion. The codon rings teach us that we are literally built for connection. Our biology is designed to resonate with others, to form bonds of empathy, and to work together for a higher purpose. We are not designed to be alone. We are designed to be a global community, a single human family united in our diversity. Ultimately, the Codon Ring of Humanity is a promise. It is a promise written into our very cells that we have the capacity to transcend our suffering and realize our shared divinity. It reminds us that our destiny is not one of conflict and separation, but one of profound unity and unconditional love. As we continue to unlock these sacred codes within, we weave a brighter future for generations to come. We step into our true role as co-creators of a new Earth, an Earth where every being feels the deep and abiding truth that we are, and have always been, one.